It's in the game.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. Makes the connection with his running back, Derrick Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 49-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in L.A. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because just what you described, they ran in the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? But this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And his his throw here's incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Set. Hey, 5 up. 250.
Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial.
And this throw will be intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams.
Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have the Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the Rams first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Ravens.
Hey, middle.
Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, Jackson. On target to his man, likely. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 5-0!
Now Williams running left. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. A gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford now to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the
Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Rams 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And running with power here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
59!
They'll go back to Corum on first down. Room here to run. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Blake Corum, 41 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. This will go to Henry out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 37 yards. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And 3 at the 35-yard line.
50.
Now Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for our Rams. First down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, 22.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ready.
Now it's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rams first down.
Now Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts
A gain of 2.
as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
59.
Stafford. On the slant, connects with Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Complete to number 17, Davante Adams. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 2-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Set.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
53. Ready.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and goal.
22. 32. 59.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Two-point conversion.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. That's caught at the one. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Rams have won the game.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up